Hi Libra, this is going to be your deep dive November general reading and overview. I did do general overview oracle message on my other channel, Somachandra Tarot, for you guys a few days ago. But over here on your channel, I like to do a little bit of a deeper dive and take a look at the entire month in an overview effect before it happens. This is good for any placement of Libra in your natal chart. As always, though, keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's not a private reading, so parts of it might not resonate with everyone that watches. Of course, check your other placements on my other channel, Somachandra Tarot, where I read for you as well. I read for all 12 zodiac signs on my other channel. If you're new, welcome to Libra Nation. This channel is exclusively for Libra and also Sagittarius, and I read for you here every couple of days. Link to my website for private readings, along with my email for any issues you guys are having, is down in the description below. Subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, let's begin. Well, Libra, it looks like Scorpio season is going to be a really powerful, really important time for you. I think that overview, when I look at everything that's come out, it's very much up to you, and success is within reach. It's time to have a beginner's mindset. I see new ideas and opportunities that you can begin to explore coming in for you. And also I'm seeing, as Scorpio season typically brings, a deeper dive into who you are as a person. I also see that it is a time for you to discover and utilize new tools and to overcome some things that have been possibly holding you back for a while. And I believe that November and Scorpio season is the month to get in touch with those things, because I had Pluto coming out. Let's start with the angels. The angels, which are different from guides that are more closely connected to source. Angels tell me that they are seated in the 9th dimension and beyond. So the Most High messengers, the ones closely working with the man, with spirit, wanted to speak. So we're going to hear from them first. 2 cards came out from the angels. I'm always grateful when angels give me messages. It's up to you and success. So I feel like together what spirit and the angels are trying to say to you, success is within reach, but it's up to you to make that success happen. I also think that it's up to you is an answer to a question that some of you have. It's quite literally up to you. You get to decide. Spirit is reminding you that it does not want to decide your life for you. Your guides want to guide you, but they don't want to decide your life for you either. You get to choose what's right for you and what's wrong for you right now. Something is quite literally up to you. There could be success once you make this choice, but it will be up to you to make it. Success is up to you. Your decisions are entirely up to you. I'm also hearing another message when I just said that. Your decisions are entirely up to you. Some of you really needed to hear that. You've been waiting for other people to maybe make some decisions for you, or you've been allowing other people or other things to make decisions for you. It's all fine and well to say, I let spirit be my guide, but sometimes spirit's saying, hey, letting spirit be your guide doesn't mean you get to just put the plane in autopilot and let spirit fly it for you. You're the pilot of your own life. It's definitely up to you. Take responsibility for the decisions you're making and believe that you're worthy of that capability and that you're capable of it. Success is on the horizon if and only if you do that. I can see that some of you have an opportunity in November to utilize some new tools and truly co-create with spirit. 2 of my favorite cards came out of this deck, and I love it when Crow comes out. Crow is my second favorite card in the deck, and Stingray is my first favorite card, and it came out for you. You guys get Stingray frequently when I use this deck. It's coming out again, but let's talk about Crow. Crows are the only birds in the avian kingdom that use tools, and they teach their young to use tools as well. And this comes with a powerful message, which is when you co-create with spirit and you utilize your gifts and your strengths, and you use the appropriate tools for any scenario in your life, you're manifesting. And when you move, the universe will move with you. I see that some of you will be a little bit more psychically intuitive in November than you typically are. You will be leaning into psychic abilities, which are different from gut instincts that animals such as us are inherently born with. It's definitely a time of co-creation. Some of you will discover and begin to utilize new tools. I see that it could potentially be a very effective month for you. You could be very effective in November and very productive as well. Utilizing tools and strengths and new tools, and spirit will enhance those abilities for you and work with you. I love that. Elephant and Stingray came in reverse and they came out together. I love both of their messages. Elephant is the great destroyer, and elephants do cause destruction when they stampede. But what they do is they clear a path for us and make way for something new. And they understand that that's a part of life and a part of a cycle. And Stingray is about Dharma. We have karma and we have Dharma. I believe that we play out more cycles of karma in our life than we do Dharma, because humans are a bit on the redundant side, and that's okay. Sometimes it takes us a really, really, really long time to learn a lesson. But then once we've got that lesson down pat, we're moving into the energy of the Stingray, which is a Dharmic cycle where we have to learn and utilize new skills. Stingray comes with a message of it's time to do things differently than you've ever done them before. In November, you will be enacting or be required to enact new strategies, new ways of being. If something didn't work the way you were doing it 10 times in the past, Stingray is a messenger saying to you, hey, it's time to utilize new opportunities and new skills and abilities to try something out in a different way than you ever have before. Both Elephant and Stingray are asking for change and growth. But in order to do that, we have to be willing to do things in a new way. We have to be humble and even vulnerable in the face of expansion and newness. And we have to allow the past to be the past. Elephant also comes with a reminder of needing to learn from the past and allow something to be let go of so that a path can be cleared for a new journey for you to take. Because Elephant and Stingray came in reverse, be mindful that you are remembering your lessons from the past. You may feel somewhat insecure or find it difficult to expand or do something in a new way. Some of you might just simply need to repeat a cycle that you have played out before, because I have the Devil in reverse here at the bottom of the deck and Shadow coming out. Be careful what you wish for at this time, for sure. You may hear a no to something. Also in November that you were hoping to hear a yes for. Overall, I'm getting that it's important to learn from the past and try hard not to resist cycles of stagnancy and inconsistency. You are being given an opportunity to grow as a person. You have the tools. Some of you just need to accept that something might be finished so that you can grow as a person. Again, for a few of you, I think that your soul may need to repeat a cycle, despite the opportunity for a new path and a new way of being to be here. Use your new bag of tricks. I would lean into your North Node, your Midheaven, your part of fortune, your Jupiter placement. That will help you. That's what I would recommend. Astrology activations and soul activations. Pluto and Shadow. Not surprised to see Pluto or Shadow because it is Scorpio season, and Scorpio is the dark mother, and she takes us into the abyss of the ocean of emotions and who we truly are as a person. It would appear that November is an ideal time for shadow work, and Pluto is an indicator of that. Pluto represents our ability to transform, take a big, huge, bold leap forward and have a rebirth. It may be a struggle because Stingray and Elephant are in reverse, but you've got these skills and tools that you can use, and it can help you pull you into a cycle of Dharma. Pluto is an interesting planet. It's very far away, and it has a very interesting influence on us. Pluto represents the compulsive forces within us and around us, and it also represents our unconscious nature and the part of us required to bring about massive transformation. It's also our ability, it represents our ability to organize and deal with society, and it's also where much of our personal power is seated. We're deeply influenced in the realm of personal power by Pluto. I think with Pluto's appearance, it is definitely a month to become more organized as a person. And it can really help you get in touch with the more subtle qualities to who you are as a person, and in particular, what you're compulsively driven towards and why. I feel like with Pluto and Shadow coming out, and the Devil here, even though it is in reverse, some of you have an opportunity in November to truly see the parts of yourself that are hidden and what unconsciously and subconsciously drives you as a person. I would say that this is a good month to journal and think about what is hidden about you, what you hide from yourself, what you hide from others, and to really get in touch with what motivates you in life and why. If you know your goal, and you also, it's one thing to know a goal. Jupiter is asking us to know our goals, and so is Mars. And so is Mercury, because it tells us where we're going and how fast we're going. But Pluto and Shadow are here to say, what's actually motivating you in this goal? Where is that seated, and where is that coming from? Some of you may discover in yourselves, or perhaps in another, what your true motivations are. Once you do that, you get to the bottom of who you really are as a person. And that moment of either illumination or perhaps disillusionment can get you in touch with your authentic self and help you reclaim and utilize personal power and deal with others and yourself more effectively and more appropriately. I notice Crow is looking over here at Shadow saying, hey, you have skills that you can utilize because to help you bring all of this to light. Because Shadow came in the upright, I did have reversals and uprights in the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. I don't see you running from them. I'll be honest, I see a little bit of resistance. Change is difficult for us, but you will have an opportunity to see the shadows within you and around you. I'm also hearing that some of you may unknowingly expose yourself to some tempting or unhealthy scenarios. You will be able to see them in November, and you will be able to overcome them. Stingray and Elephant in reverse may simply be elements and other people in the environment. The messenger of Crow will clearly be able to see. You will be able to not only see your own shadow side and get in touch with your deeper power and motivations and what compulsively and subconsciously motivates you, but now would be a really good time to be able to see it in other people when you might not have otherwise been able to. Yeah, so shadow work time, lessons being learned, accepting that no means no, and knowing that you don't have to stay in shadow. You just have to acknowledge it. It's a moment of, it's up to you if you want the success. The transformation and the big leap forward and rebirth can come, but only when you can acknowledge what's holding you back. Crow will help you do it. We have a few more animal totems that can help you. I see that you have Porcupine and Badger Spirit on your side right now. Porcupine Spirit, it's time for a beginner mind. And Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Okay, Badger's coming in reverse. So she comes with a protection message. One, don't badger. Quite literally, Watch out for being ego-driven and badgering and forceful with other people. But I'm thinking with Porcupine, time for a beginner mind. Some of you are embarking upon a new journey. Some of you might be learning a new skill. You might be brand new at something. I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, the harder it can be for me to consider myself as green or a newbie or unexperienced in anything. But we're never too old to be the fool, and we're never too young to be a hermit. Sometimes we are going to be the hermit, where we're really wise and we've transmuted a lot of knowledge into wisdom, and we're old hat at something, and we have so much wisdom inside us about something that we can even share it with other people and be role models to others. But sometimes we are the fool. Sometimes we're new. We're brand new at something. In November, you will be asked to have a beginner's mindset. Accept a lack of knowledge and lack of experience. Accept that you're here to learn something. Have the beginner's mindset. And I got to tell you, the beginner's mindset is actually an unsung hero. The newness and naivety and lack of experience, yes, it can make someone impressionable, but their innocence keeps them from being jaded. Be open to all new experiences and learning something new. You may just have a knack for it, and you may be successful, but it's going to be up to you, Libra. Don't let your shadow side hold you back. Work on being fearless and bold. November will be a time where you will have to face your fears. Some of you may have to be more in your face and bold than you normally would be. Don't let your shadow side get to the better of you. Watch out for self-sabotaging. Sometimes when we're afraid, we actually can be kind of pushy, and it's actually a symptom of our insecurity. So identify your insecurities and where you can be more fearless and be more bold. Because with Porcupine and Stingray coming out and Pluto, there's supposed to be a transformation taking place. You might not feel like you have the tools, and you might feel kind of insecure. It's up to you to get those tools and then use them. You will have success when you do. You will. You will have success. I'm hearing that for some of my light workers, you may come across some darker energies in people around you and in the upper realms. Believe that you have the strength to stand up to them. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I just am. So those are your oracle messages. Up to you for the success. Definitely being able to identify the shadow and using the light to have this beginner's mindset and boldly go, oh, what did Captain Kirk say, where you haven't gone before. Stingray wants you to go somewhere you've never gone before. And when you do that in November, you will feel a sense of renewal and transformation. You could make huge strides. I also see that some of you may be getting over something. Yep, here's the Ace of Swords in reverse with death. There's Scorpio. You will hear a no in November, and you will have to accept an ending as well with death down here. Something was not a good idea, and something might not have been good for you with the Ace of Swords and the Devil in reverse. You may have a brush with something not healthy, obsessive, or dangerous, but with the Devil in reverse, I can see that it's very possible at this time to overcome it. If any of you have been dealing with a Capricorn, or you have Capricorn in your chart, you may deal with the shadow traits of Capricorn, or you might not get the best of that person. But I see like the devil is holding out his hand saying, come walk with me, my child. Something may lessen for you if you've been experiencing that this month, for sure. They wanted me to use the Light Seers Tarot. They didn't really want me to do a spread. They just wanted me to do several blocks of cards with minimal clarification. These are different events or things that may be happening in your life. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. Take it as it resonates. We got a court card in particular, two of them in the first message that came through. The Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, but then the Eight of Swords. And I wanted to know what the Eight of Swords was, and I got the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. I definitely see that some of you are dealing with Scorpio, possibly a Pisces or a Sagittarius. Capricorn, Earth energy, Cancer is present. as well as Aries. Okay. Some of you, this could be a romantic relationship, a business partnership. We've got this King of Pentacles here, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in particular, or a water sign. There may be a person in your environment that really pours it on here, Libra. When I get the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, you could have a person really being idealistic and romantic and charming. Someone may be very generous with you or it would appear it's generous in November. It may be very romantic and idealized. This person may be very generous monetarily, but if you look closely, they're giving you just enough, but they're not really unbalancing their scales. Equal give and take is important at this time. It's also very important to be very grounded, practical, and realistic. The King of Pentacles coming out in your reading suggests that some of you have really gotten to a level of mastery in the Pentacle realm. Even my ladies, you can be in King energy, girls. Some of you are breadwinners at this time. I do think that there may be some kind of a proposition coming in for you, or you're thinking very much about what someone is giving you. They may have very flattery, charming, even romantic Romeo Don Juan actions and words for you. They may want to pour into something with you, or you with them, but there is immediately someone being trapped in their head about all of this. I found this to be a very interesting response to this Knight of Cups. Someone coming in, let's have equal give and take. I'm a provider. I'm very generous. I'm saying and doing all the right things. This is somehow making you maybe a little nervous, trapped in your own head. It may be all in your head. Watch out for overthinking something. If something's making you uncomfortable, address the beliefs you have about yourself that limit you. This may be some kind of a proposition that immediately you feel uncomfortable with, because I then got the Seven of Wands, which is I feel challenged and I need space. And I got the Hierophant in reverse. For some of you, you will not be bought. For some of you, you do not want to be in a particularly serious commitment with someone. Someone may also tell you that they're willing to pour it on and be very giving and even emotionally generous. But when it comes to serious long-term commitment, they may feel somewhat afraid. You may feel somewhat renegade and like a rule breaker as well. For some of you, you need to have an important discussion about equal give and take in a partnership that does involve the Pentacle realm, which is health, wealth, time, and money. There are things that are difficult to see and difficult for that person to see. It may be challenging, and commitment might not be on the table at this time. Yeah, definitely discuss budget with people. And don't ignore these feelings. And if someone else is having these feelings and they're not quite ready for a commitment, they might be committed to something, but not 100% with the Hierophant in reverse. Rather than getting all trapped in your head, discuss it with them. Also, with the Devil in reverse, this is a strong indication that there is a need to resist dependency at this time. I have good messages moving forward. The Chariot, the Ten of Cups in reverse with the Three of Cups. I see travel. I see fun. I see friendship. With the Ten of Cups in reverse with the Three of Cups, some of you may not get along with the whole tribe, but you will a few of them. Some of you will decide, you will discuss travel and forward motion in November, and you may decide to spend time, quality time or holidays with friends versus family. You may see that you get along with some members of a group more so than others. I do see forward motion for you. Some of you may get a new car. Again, travel and distance. You have a lot of drive right now. It's definitely a good time with the presence of Cancer in the Chariot you have the opportunity to overcome some obstacles and challenges for sure. But that might create some trouble in paradise with the Ten of Cups in reverse. It may be a challenge to create loving harmony with every member of a large group or your family. But I do see good opportunity to spend good, creative, collaborative quality time with some of the people that you love. Perhaps not all of them. Okay? Ask yourself what you can do to create more harmony and balance in your life. If it's not there, it's not there. And again, the first message I heard was, well, they may spend time with friends over the holidays rather than family. You got to do what you got to do. I feel that way too sometimes. Or just in where there would otherwise be stability, if there is a bit of a lack of stability in November, don't drive too hard or push too hard too quickly, but know that you do have support around you and it's waiting for you. You can hang out with your girlfriends or your guys, and that would be good. This looks good. And then I really like the last card combination that came out. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Some of you have a new idea. There's that beginner. There is a really wonderful opportunity coming in for you in November. I love it how she has the fire, which would typically be the fire in our belly, in her mind. Some of you will quite literally have a brain on fire. If you follow Ayurvedic lifestyle and diet, check your dosha. Some of you have a brain on fire. That might be a good thing, or it might be a difficult thing for you. I have a brain on fire. My brain never stops going and I struggle to sleep at night, but I feel like this is mostly good. Like the fire that would be in your root chakra and your sacral are going to travel upwards into your mind. And this is a little different than the Ace of Swords. This is the spark. This is Aries. This is the beginning. A new cycle could start for you that really excites you and really lights you up. It's a great idea, and it's fueled by passion. You will think a lot about new beginnings that you're passionate about. What hits you in your gut will hit you in your mind. With 2 pages, it's definitely time to accept the beginner mindset, like Porcupine is asking you to. And fearless and bold in reverse may be Spirit saying, hey, you can attack it like a page, which just explores and study, or you might be able to kick it into overdrive with a Knight. You might be being asked to put a little bit more effort into something. Could you be successful? Yes, but it's up to you for how quickly you utilize these tools and make that happen. You might be asked to kick it into overdrive a bit. But I see that November is a time to get really, really curious and study something. It will lead to a lot of brilliant ideas. Some of you are quite literally being asked to read and then also work with your hands and develop something. It's definitely an at the drawing board kind of month for you. Good, passionate idea or opportunity coming in, but it's going to be up to you to explore it, study it, dip your toe in the water, ask a lot of questions, and give it a go here with the Page of Pentacles. You're going to find something that you really think has merit and value that's worth developing. Don't put it up on a pedestal until you get all the information. But some of you are really onto something here. You really, really are. Don't let your shadow side hold you back. Some of you might quite literally learn a new skill that can help you overcome your demons. And that's a skill worth learning. You could absolutely be successful. I love it when pages come out. So it's a developmental time for you. So many things in November, Libra, and in Scorpio season. Understanding what you need to overcome, understanding what you need to do differently, overcoming obsession and things that are unhealthy for you, knowing that if you take personal accountability and responsibility, it's up to you to be successful, and you could really get in touch with your deeper driving motivations. And what's typically unconscious or subconscious for you could really be illuminated for you. It's all here to help you utilize your skills. Yeah. All right, Libra, that's your deeper message for the beginning of November, all of November, actually. These things could all happen in November. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps my lovely beginner minds. Okay, Libra, that's what I have for you. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you